We welcome you inside Wildcat Arena on the campus of Wheeler High School. It is the Wheeler Wildcats and the McEachern Indians in the final game of the Tournament of Champions Showcase. I'm Joe Hills with my partner is Darryl LeBerry. Darryl, McEachern is 3-0. A lot of people hadn't seen them. They say they don't play anybody because they basically have a national schedule. Wheeler coming off of a heartbreaking overtime loss last night in the Hawks Naismith Classic. What do you expect to see?
Well, Wheeler has played everybody and anybody that's anybody in the state, so it's not surprising at all that they would schedule McEachern tonight. Like you said, a lot of people have no idea what McEachern is going to do right now, but they're another team that has played together the entire summertime. They played together with the AOT-AAU program in all of the big Nike national tournaments, so they're very comfortable playing in these settings and these environments. I'm expecting a big-time game. I know you're excited. I'm excited. This packed arena is excited, and we're ready for kickoff.
Wheeler had a 9-game winning streak snap last night in a loss to Beaufort. They're 9-2. They're all in white. White tops, white bottoms, navy numbers, gold trim, Nike threads. McEachern all in blue. Blue tops, blue bottoms, gold numbers, white trim, Nike threads. And that official just threw the ball in the air. Let's pray on this game. McElroy, Cooper, Okoro, Jones, and Breed, and Roscoe Eastmond got a steal. Eastmond all the way, flying with a layup. Good, Roscoe Eastmond in transfer.
He played very well last night, and he started off the game on a good note already.
Eastman, Rhodes, Hines, Charles Smith IV, and Khalil Hardison on the floor for Wheeler. Rebound to Hines, and here comes Eastman in transition. Eastman hustles, now gives it over. Charles Smith IV for three, short. No, he got his own board, gives it to Hines. Hines underneath, goes up, get that shot out of him. Jarrett Jones with the block and gives it over to Okoro. Okoro to Breed. Charles Smith IV, who spent the second half of last season with these Indians, no good. Rebound comes off to Malachi Rhodes. Rhodes gives it over to Roscoe Eastman. Larry Thompson, the head coach of Wheeler. Mike Thompson, the head coach of McEachern. Cobb County.
You already made mention of a side notice that Charles Smith played with McEachern last summer, played with them a little bit, played with McEachern last spring and with AOT this summer, so a little bit of bad blood between him and the McEachern players. You could see it in the layup lines and in the jump ball, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays and how they respond to him tonight.
Yeah, but they got one of these refs in here that better watch it. There's McElroy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's here.
Is it said ref?
It said ref, yes.
Wow.
He's tying his shoe.
How many whistles did he bring with him?
5. One for each quarter and overtime. 6:40 to go. Inbound baseline for McElroy. McElroy gives it to Coop. Coop pulls a three. It's off, no good. Rebound comes off to Charles Smith IV. He'll bring it into the forecourt with the left-hand dribble, surveying the floor. He's picked up by Okoro. He's going to try to split him, get to the foul line, had to pick up the dribble, and a turnover. He tried to go to Eastman. It goes into the expensive seats. Turnover.
And apparently Charles Smith was a little under the weather last night, so I'm not sure how he's feeling today. But regardless, this is a big-time game, and you have to come and bring your game tonight.
They get 3,500 in here. We almost at that. Isaac Okoro, the jump, the Auburn commit, scores.
Much improved jump shot, and I think he's one of the best players in the state by far.
Volleyball action by Jarrett Jones. He gets the rebound. Jones going to Northwestern. The pass saved by Sharife Cooper. Cooper now turns on the burners. Jets and layup done. Sharife Cooper. 4-2. 2 minutes gone. First quarter. Charles Smith holds it. He's worked on by Quentin McElroy, a savvy senior. Mark Rhodes now worked on by Jones. Roscoe out there, Rose, top side three, no. Rebound tipped in, Sam Hines, his first field goal.
Sam Hines and Rhodes are two of the glue guys for Wheeler. They did not come with their A game last night. I don't know if they looked over Beaufort and were looking forward to this matchup, so I'm interested to see how both of those guys play.
Oh, knifing through the lane, Sharife Cooper with a layup on the left side with the right hand, and he was coming right to left. Eastman to Smith, Smith layup, no, he was fouled. Who will the foul be on? Let's see. Mr. Ref runs out and says it'll be on Okoro. Okay, 35 hit with the foul. Okoro at the free throw line. Charles Smith IV. You mentioned under the weather. He had 10 points last night in the game against Beaufort. All 10 of them came in the second half. That free throw was good from Charles Smith IV.
if you know anything about Sharife Cooper, you know he's going to come out and turn the afterburners on and look to be very aggressive early. I think he's already got 3 or 4 shot attempts up. Him and Okoro have to try to take over early in this game.
Both free throws are good. The McEachern Indian cheerleaders and the Wheeler cheerleaders on the same side in this back baseline. They're just split up. You want to talk about noise tonight. 5:11 to go. We're tied at 6. That's all it is, and we played about almost 3 minutes. Coming up on that. Cooper now to Jones. Jones works on Rose, tried to go, lost it, recovers it, kept the dribble alive. Jarrett Jones turns, ducks, a beautiful move up off the window. No. Jones follow. No. Jones got it back. Jones stripped from below, out of bounds. Wheeler basketball.
Jones has been very aggressive early. He's got to finish that play. He's an intriguing prospect. He was rated one of the top 10 or top 15 prospects in the country as a freshman. Fell off a little bit as a sophomore and a junior, but looks to have gotten some athleticism back into himself. He's going to Northwestern, and they feel very excited about him as a commit.
Chris Collins in that Big Ten, man, he'll pick and pop and shoot fish in a barrel from 16 to 18 feet all night.
Perfect system for him. I don't know if Big Ten play fits him all the way, but hopefully everything works out for him.
Eastman has it worked on by Cooper. Eastman going to the Summit League and the University of Denver. They just stole him one. Here's Smith driving, left hand off the window. No, Rhodes follow. Garden, Malachi Rhodes.
I don't know if Smith's feeling better, but he's much more aggressive than he was last night against Buford.
8-6, Wheeler with the lead. I think maybe they were overlooking Buford. I thought Buford was pretty good. Buford really impressed me last night, but it's only because Wheeler's been so impressive so far. 3-ball, Breed, one of the most underrated scorers in the state. Allen Breed, a 3-ball.
Nice little play, set a back screen for a lob. Little confusion by the Wheeler defense. He ends up popping out to the 3 and knocks it down early.
Rhodes kicks it to Eastman. Eastman gonna drive, stop, pop a shot from 13. Roscoe Eastman.
And that's why I think he's gonna be a good player at the next level. He's learned to make that shot on a consistent basis.
Drive and a foul now as Okoro went driving to the hoop. Isaac Okoro, the senior.
You can't turn your head in this game. This pace has been break your neck pace, and that's a great pass by Sharife to Okoro, who's one of the elite athletes in the state, if not the country. Kind of expected him to finish that, but if he knocks down these 2 free throws, it's all worth it in the end.
Okoro free throw is good.
He's headed to Auburn. They got a very good program right now. They're a top 10, top 15 program. I think he'll get early minutes, if not start, as a freshman.
One more for Okoro. It rolled off. No. Rebound comes off to Sam Hines. I like Hines. He came over from St. Francis. Floater, Eastman, no, off the window. Cooper's got it. They've got numbers. They have to go 3-on-2. Here comes Cooper. Cooper skipped to below. Layup, left hand guard. Sharife Cooper in transition. He has 6.
He's a kid who's from Georgia, but doesn't he have kind of an up-north flair to him?
Yeah, he got that Jersey blood in him, though. I tell you what, I give him a hard time with his older sister, Taya Cooper. You want to talk about a ball player. That Taya Cooper got 3 championships. Sheesh.
Not a lot of people can say that.
Off the screen, Eastman. Eastman foul line, kicks it over. Hardison, a 3-ball. Hill of the rim, no. Jarrett Jones tried to fight for the rebound. Saved by Hines to Rhodes. Rhodes goes up and a foul on Jones.
And those are the plays that Rhodes and Hines make on a consistent basis, which is why Wheeler was on the winning streak that they were on. It's not about the glory and the seeing your name in the scorebook. They make the little extra hustle winning plays on a consistent basis.
McEachern coming in 4-0. They're on the second night of a back-to-back as well, with a region win over North Cobb. Rhodes free throw first one is good. He's got one more coming up. 3:01 to go. Second one is good. 12-12 ball game. 5 minutes gone in the first quarter, and the energy and the atmosphere is wonderful. 3, Okoro, no. Rebound, Malachi Rhodes. Gives it off to Eastman.
And when you talk about Isaac Okoro, the one thing he has to get better at is shooting the ball from the perimeter.
As either team made a sub. Pass deflected. Hines recovers. Hines puts it on the floor. Stops in the paint. Rhodes, 16-footer from the wing. No. Breed skies up and gets the board. Allen Breed. Breed now comes. Hines pushed him off a little bit. They give it to Okoro. Okoro in the corner. McElroy, the lefty, a 3. It's good. Stripped the net. Quentin McElroy. 15-12. Quentin McElroy, a seasoned senior, just plays his role. He's one of those guys. You leave him in a corner, though, he's going to corner pocket you to death. Charles Smith, IV, has it. Goes around the screen from Malachi Rose. Smith pulls a three. It skips off the front iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Breed. Breed now up ahead to Sharife Cooper. Cooper turns on the Jets. Goes behind the back. Foul called on Charles Smith, IV.
Games like this won't be won by the stars. They'll be won by the complementary players. Whoever's complementary players plays better and plays with more confidence, that's the team that will come out with the victory tonight.
Well, I was going to ask you, who did you think that was? Here we played 6 minutes into the contest. Nobody made a substitution until just now.
So far, it seems like McEachern's other guys have played a little bit better and been a little bit more ready for this situation.
Cooper, no! Eastmond fell asleep or looked confused, but Cooper couldn't finish it. So here comes Eastmond, shoots the pass across to Davis. Davis gonna go baseline, pass is stolen by Breed, but there's a whistle on the floor from this man who just decided to let us know he was here. 1:47 to go, 15-12, Coach. I'm telling you, it's god-awful.
Not tonight. He's gonna be excellent tonight.
No. Then the earth will move multiple times. You thought we had an earthquake earlier this week. Rhodes has it. I'm done with it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Back out to Eastman.
Kenny Burns is in. He played very well against Buford last night. Interested to see what kind of impact he has in this situation.
10 points off of the bench. Pass, shot, and stolen. Okay, last thing about this official.
Okay.
I sat in this gym 2 years ago.
This same exact gym.
Same exact
in this
gym.
Same exact perch.
I wasn't in the perch. I was on the floor. This is what made it even worse.
So you had a better view.
80 free throws. 63 fouls called. He called
63 fouls. I want to make sure we make sure the fans hear that correctly.
63 fouls, 80 combined free throws. It took us 37 minutes to play the third quarter of a game.
That was a long, hard game to watch, man.
He changed whistles 5 times in that quarter. I'm done. I got it out. 15-12. Every time I walk in.
Okay, we're getting a little chippy tonight.
And technical fouls called, and that'll be Malachi Rose and Isaac Okoro. They're not going to back down from each other. Hold on now. Cooper getting in the hand now. Another technical call, I think. The technical call is a technical on Cooper and Okoro and a technical on Davis and Rhodes, I think. Let's see. Technicals just being handed out now. Let's see. And I got to watch it up here in the perch. Let's see.
I think we also have a little bit of blood on Okoro. They're cleaning off his mouth so they can get him back in the game.
And remember, a technical foul is a personal foul in the high school game, which, Coach, I don't like that rule either.
I don't either. That can be impactful in a game like this when you get an early technical foul in a situation that probably didn't warrant it.
I'm trying to read lips. I think Okoro got hit with a technical. Cooper got hit with a technical. Davis got hit with a technical. I'm not saying they are. I'm lip reading. I know 2 and 35 was said.
So they said 2 technicals and they were offsetting.
2 technicals each side, but you don't know who they were. I'll find out for you at the half. 1:13 to go.
To everyone's credit, the guys seem like they kind of calmed down and gathered themselves and they're ready to play basketball. Hopefully we'll just have a good game tonight and we won't have all the chippy stuff that kind of can get in the way of a good basketball game.
I think the game just got a little more interesting right there. Breed goes up. No offensive foul called on Allen Breed. Coach, one thing we mentioned, I want to see, do you notice the basketball?
Is that oh, no, they changed balls. Did Wheeler decide to change that ball? They're the home team in their home gym, so I would imagine it would be them.
I have no idea. Burns now.
That's
Roscoe Eastmond. Yes, it is. 3 ball. Burns, no good. Rebound, Rhodes. Tip, fought for it. Jones comes away. Gives it off to Okoro. Okoro now blazes by and dunks it home violently. Almost hit his head on the rim. That done made him mad now. 17, 12, 40 seconds. Racing back this way now is Eastman. Eastman now one way and the other. Eastman drives, puts it up. No rebound, tipped off to Cooper. Cooper wanted to throw a touchdown, so he heads it out to Okoro. Okoro's going to attack. Euro step through the way. Layup, good!
Now, Okoro obviously has the respect of people in the state, but I personally think he's the most intriguing prospect outside of Anthony Edwards, not named Anthony Edwards, as far as pro prospects in the state.
I think people don't realize how good defensively he is.
No question.
That's just my opinion.
He can rebound the ball. He's athletic. He has size. He can do a lot of things.
Smith drives, took contact. Jones would not let it go up with two. With one, Coop not going to be able to get a shot off. That's how the first half of the first quarter will end. McEachern 19, Wheeler 12. Second quarter coming up in just a moment. SUVtv.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college. Road trip.
Back inside Wildcat Arena. I'm upstairs. I couldn't go find out and see who those technicals were. I'll get it for you at the half, though. 19-12. Second quarter underway. Nash Kelly into the contest. Along with Kenny Burns, Malachi Rhodes, Prince Davis, and Charles Smith IV. Cooper, Okoro, Breed, McElroy, and Jones. That starting five still out there for McEachern. Did not make a substitution. Charles Smith lost it. Steal, Breed. Long touchdown pass to Cooper. Catch it. Layup. Good. Sharife Cooper. He has 8.
McEachern is very good, or Wheeler is still struggling a little bit like they did last night, because they have total control of this game right now.
Steal by McElroy. McElroy now in the middle with the right hand dribble. Shoves it over to Breed. Breed to Jones. Jones fake catch up. Traveling violation call.
It looked a little awkward. I'm not quite sure if it was a travel. He probably hesitated when he didn't need to. But Jared Jones has played a very good game, playing a lot more physical. Body looks more sturdy and ready. He's been kind of an enforcer for McEachern tonight.
Has not scored. Okoro with 7 in that first quarter. Cooper had 6, but now has put a deuce up to have 8. Kelly now to Burns. Eastman and Nash Kelly. Gives it off now, and here is Davis. Prince Davis gives it off to Roscoe Eastman. Roscoe turned the corner, left his feet. Pass, saved by Burns. No, he stepped out of bounds. A turnover. Roscoe got caught in the air there, Coach LeBerry.
They looked a little passive right there. They went to the dribble handoff action. No one wanted to turn the corner. Then Roscoe got in there, got a little too deep and didn't know what he wanted to do. Great contest by McEachern, turnover.
Cooper. Across the lane, pass stolen by Prince Davis. Long outlet pass to Eastman. Eastman gives it over to Kelly. Kelly stopped, nothing was there. In the corner to Burns, the lefty fires a 3. In and out, rebound swallowed up and corralled by Jared Jones.
They had a 3-on-1 situation. They ended up turning that into a secondary break and ended up with a corner 3 when that should have been a layup.
Step back, Breed. Good, Allen Breed.
You said it earlier, he might be one of the most underrated guards in the state. He's a very good player, and he's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Overshadowed, of course, but, man, he had a nice summer, multiple 30-point games. He had a big a couple 20-point games last season when they absolutely had to have it. Kick it now to Eastman. Eastman holding it. He puts it on the floor with the left-hand dribble. Gives it off to Kenny Burns. Burns goes spinning like a top. The shot goes up. No. Rebound comes off to Jared Jones. He outlets it now. Here's Breed. Breed surveying the floor as he crosses the timeline. Worked on by Nash Kelly. 2.5 minutes gone by. jumper. Breed, elbow, good, Allen Breed. And Coach Thompson, Larry Thompson of Wheeler, does not like it. He calls a time. The McEachern lead balloons out to 13 with 5:27 to go. This timeout brought to you by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club. The Atlanta Tip-Off Club annually recognizes the top high school and college players, coaches, officials, and administrators in Metro Atlanta and the state of Georgia. Join the ATOC, nominate players and coaches, or learn more at www.atltipoffclub.com. New coaches mention SUVtv when you sign up to receive 10% off of your season membership. Joel Hilsman, Darryl LeBerry, glad that you're with us. We're in the perch here from Wildcat Arena on the campus of Wheeler High School. They say 3,500 can fit in here, and I think we're just about at that. The Tournament of Champions Classic, the finale.
So far, it seems like Meadow Creek kind of gave the formula to McEachern on how to win a state championship. We're going to be excellent on the defensive end, play together as a group, contest all shots. When we get a long rebound, we're going to get it out and push, and then our guards need to make plays in transition. And that's exactly what they've done. Breed has been great. Sharife has been great. Okoro hasn't even had to do much, but they've just been so good and so sound on the defensive end so far. You got to love how even every catch is contested, though. I don't think McEachern played this style of defense last year. And that's why they went home early.
McEachern going to the bench now. There's the first substitution. Jarrett Jones will go out, and into the contest, Israel Palmer, a 6'2 junior.
And I don't want to make fun of Israel, but he came in looking like he wasn't ready for this situation. I don't know if Coach called him a little bit out of the normal rotation pattern, but he didn't have his shorts fixed.
No, he
His
did.
jersey wasn't ready. Israel looking over at Sharife now like, boy, I don't know what's going on.
I paid attention. It's interesting you say that because I was counting the members on the bench because McEachern doesn't have enough seats on the bench for the full roster. He had just slid down and sat down, and then all of a sudden Thompson turned around and told him to go in. That was not planned.
He obviously had no idea that was coming.
That's how he – and because they were coming out of a timeout too.
That's true.
Spins it over to the right. Holding it is Okoro. The free throw, by the way, was no good.
They've gone very small. They got Okoro at the 5. They got a group almost of 4 guards and Okoro, who's pretty much a wing forward.
That was the substitution. Palmer in, Jones out. Jones is the height. There is no more Akinbola. There is no more stretch. Swing it in the corner. Burns back out to Prince Davis. Davis, a 3-ball on the way. No. Rebound hits the floor. Kelly chases it down, jumps and goes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls up. I love the hustle.
Burns has to realize, even though he's missed a couple, those are the threes that he's in the game to take. He had a wide open look, kicked at the Prince Davis, who didn't have quite as good a look from 3 as he did.
Cooper bringing across the timeline. 4:24 to go, second quarter. 25-12.
You can tell it's a group that's not used to playing together. They don't know what to do right now.
3-ball, Palmer, no. Rebound comes off to Malachi Rose. Gets it up to Nash Kelly. Kelly now puts it on the floor with the left hand dribble. He hesitates, he dribbles behind the back. Back out on the Wildcat logo. Now here comes some more substitutions as they go to the bench. This is going to be Demetrius Davis coming into the contest, number 0.
And then he takes that shot. Wheeler doesn't realize that they have a size advantage right now. Now you got to throw the ball into Malachi Rhodes and see who's going to defend him. I know Okoro's an unbelievable defender, but if you can get a cheap foul on him in this situation, that can become very important as we move forward in the game.
Palmer out. Demetrius Davis in. Jarrett Jones sitting on the bench. He's the only sub from the starters. Free throw good for Davis. I think right now what McEachern is doing, I'm paying attention very closely to their bench. I'm actually sitting on top of it. They're coaching Palmer up right now, so he's probably going to be valuable minutes for Jones off of the bench at some stretches during the season.
Is Jones in foul trouble, Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
He has 2. Eastmond foul by Breed, which is something that could be interesting. Coach Mike Thompson upset there at that effort. He turns and looks up at the clock. They still got him on an 11-point lead with 3:44 to go.
It's a careless turnover 92 feet away from the rim. Like, you can't They have two good and two seasoned veteran guards to turn the ball over in that situation and give Wheeler an extra possession, especially when they're down their big man.
Eastmond, free throw. Oh, good. Roscoe Eastmond with 5 points in the contest. Going to the University of Denver.
Joe, is Sam Hines in foul trouble?
Yes. Free throw, good. I've got Sam for 2.
Okay. So they're doing the same thing over there on the Wheeler sideline.
That don't mean I'm right, though, because that ref down there, he'll call fouls and won't tell anybody. Davis gets the rebound.
We also got the technical situation that
exactly.
we're unsure of.
Yeah, that's why I've got to clean that up at the half. Shot up. Eastman followed his own shot and scored in hot pursuit, Roscoe Eastman. 25-18, lead sliced down to 7. Cooper with it. Cooper to the free throw line. Jumper, it's short. Rebound ripped off by Malachi Rhodes. Rhodes coming over from Eagles Landing Christian Academy down in Henry County. Here comes Eastman. Eastman turns on some jets. Picked up the dribble with the wizardry, and the pass was stolen by McElroy. Up ahead to Cooper. Cooper catches. He's got Breed with him. He's going to go all the way. Left. Good. Sharife Cooper has 10.
He has a knack for just knowing when and how to release his shot attempts, especially in transition. He's very skilled and smooth around the rim. Like we talked about earlier, that up-north type game. I can't figure out for the life of me why they won't throw the ball into the post.
I'm watching it very carefully myself, and I'm watching some defensive things because Malachi Rhodes does. And you got to remember, one of those technicals was on Okoro, so he has 2 fouls. But Okoro good D once Malachi Rhodes got it. Saved there by Kenny Burns. Put it on the floor. Burns and home with a left hand. Kenny Burns.
Kenny Burns is turning into a Division I player right before our eyes, guys. That's a big-time play.
Davis, no good. McElroy, rebound, poor pass. Foul call. Uh-oh, that may be on Okoro. Let's see who they calling on. Okoro. He already had, I know Okoro had the technical. So now Jared Bush is going to have to come into the contest. And Coach Mike Thompson highly upset. He's yelling at this ref.
He is apple red, fired up right now, Coach.
He is not happy. Free throw rolled in good by Kenny Burns.
And he already kind of has that football coach demeanor. Great guy. Program has been done really well over the years. He is not happy at all. And now they have a lineup that Reed and Sharife Cooper are going to have to absolutely control the pace and the tempo. Now we got a ball game here.
5-point game. Coach Mike Thompson calls a timeout, and he stares down the referee. His name is Graham. I told you, when I know a ref name, that ain't a good thing. And Coach Thompson is fire hot in the huddle. This timeout, let me find a sponsor for this before it get out of control.
You got to pay some bills.
2:05 to go, 27-22. McEachern already has 10 team fouls. This timeout brought to you by CBA Sports. Looking to refurbish or get a new turf field, basketball, tennis, or multi-purpose court? CBA Sports can help as your sports construction specialist for both commercial and residential projects. Visit CBAsports.com and contact us to discuss your next indoor or outdoor project.
Well, the game hasn't gone exactly like we thought it would go, but we got a 5-point game that's been very, very interesting with a lot of twists and turns. And we got your guy who's making it even more interesting.
Because he wasn't standing over there. He stopped the ball to go stand over there.
He got to make sure he's in the right position.
Man, he is terrible. 27-22. Here's Breed. Breed gives it to McElroy. McElroy worked on by Burns. Spins it over now. Here's Breed. Breed baseline short corner block. Charles Smith the fourth sent it away.
I'm not sure this lineup in for McEachern has even practiced together, much less played in a game together.
Demetrius Davis is in. Jared Bush. Bush, a senior guard now, can give you good minutes. It's just there's only so many minutes to go around. Cooper comes off the Davis screen. Cooper now in the corner of Bush, gives it back to Cooper. Cooper goes baseline, goes attacks, underneath shot, no. Davis follow, no, and a foul call is called on Kenny Burns. Sharife Cooper will go to the free throw line, his first attempt at the line today.
How can you have a miscommunication on Sharife Cooper in a dribble handoff? If anything, both of you guys run to Sharife, make him pass the ball back to someone else. You can't stay with the other guy and let Sharife run free to the baseline side. Now he gets underneath to the basket and creates a foul attempt. This is a crucial possession for them right now because they're struggling with the rotation that they're in.
That was McEachern's first points in some while now, 28-22. They push the lead out to 6. There's a minute 32 seconds to go before the half. He makes both free throws, Sharife Cooper. 12 points in the contest.
Will Willard throw the ball inside this possession? They're even smaller than they were before.
Cross-court pass. Davis, the three ball. Good! Prince Davis, the answer is no. Three ball back this way, and another turnover forced by the Wheeler Wildcats.
Guys, Kenny Burns has been playing his butt off this weekend.
Yeah, man, he played very well yesterday, and he's had a very good game today.
And he's making plays on both ends of the court. And he showed us the electric athleticism on the baseline a couple plays ago.
I didn't see that dunk coming. Burns catches it. He's worked on by Bush. Gives it over to Eastmond. Coming up on a minute to go. Eastmond makes a move. Palming violation called as he made his move. A turnover.
Sometimes you overcomplicate and overthink it. Just get the ball, throw it inside. They're too little right now.
Cooper hesitates. Cooper swings it on the left side to Breed. Breed now pulls it back out. Here's Charles Smith IV working on him defensively. Now he gives it to Demetrius Davis. Davis to Coop. Coop tried to go baseline. Eastman cut it off, and then just take that with you. A jumper good from Sharife Cooper.
Big time shot.
31-26 Eastman. Eastman hesitates. He lost the dribble. Ball poked free. A steal. Bush gets the steal. Bush leaves it off for Coop. They call him for traveling. Tried to do too much right there. Bush should have just went on and went with the easy lay.
If I'm Wheeler right now, any type of handoff or ball screen situation with Sharife Cooper, I'm just going to double him hard. Sharife Cooper coming up limping. He can't afford to come out the game right now. I don't know what his ailment is, but he's got to figure it out and play through it.
He's got the half coming up in 23 seconds. Here's Charles Smith IV. Rhodes has it. Malachi skipped it to Burns. Caught and worked on by McElroy. That's a lefty-lefty matchup. Drives, pass, tip, out of bounds, turnover. Ball to McEachern with 14 seconds.
These substitutions for McEachern, I got to give them their credit. They bought them some time and still maintained a little bit of a lead going into the half.
Kind of been right there where it's been. Now here comes Cooper walking across the timeline with 6 seconds. Cooper goes behind the back with 4, with 3, with 2. Cooper drives, lost it. Foul call with 0.7 of a second. Oh, the wizardry of Sharife Cooper to draw the foul, hey?
And Coach Thompson did what I wanted him to do. He just waited a little bit too long. They sent the double at him. Sharife Cooper was smart enough to change directions, go baseline side, and draw a foul. And he's an excellent free throw shooter.
Palmer will come in. Breed will take a seat. This is just to buy you some extra rest. Get off your legs here before the half. Free throw good from Cooper. He'll get one more. 15 points for Cooper, shooting for 16, and has it. And that will be the end of the first half. It was an interesting first half. The McEachern Indians hold a 33-25 lead over the Wheeler Wildcats. Second half action will be coming up next right here, the SUVtv.com.
Toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson. Trent, off balance jumper. Nailed it. Pierre to Gary Trent Jr. And oh my goodness, that's how you end the game, folks.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Joe Hilsman, Darryl LeBerry back here with you from the perch at Wildcat Arena as we get ready for the second half. McEachern and Wheeler. McEachern with a 34-25 lead, and they will start the third quarter right now. Moving left to right, all in blue. Blue tops, blue bottoms, gold numbers for the Indians, that Vegas gold. McEachern on offense with Breed in the corner. Breed goes baseline, spins it back. Jones open a three, off, tip, comes off, and Charles Smith, the fourth, gets the rebound for Wheeler. All in white, white tops, white bottoms, navy numbers, gold trim. Kenny Burns, a three, it's off. Smith, a tip, put back dunk by Charles Smith, the fourth, his first field goal.
Looks like he's feeling better today.
Steal. Here's Eastmond. Roscoe running. Roscoe layup over the lip of the rim. No, tip, follow, no. Rebound, underneath, up. Hines, no, it's on the floor. Hines.
What's the foul situation?
All right, I got that squared away for you. Okoro has 3 fouls.
So that's why he didn't start the half.
Exactly. And remember, he got hit with the technical. Quentin McElroy got hit with the technical for McEachern. Malachi Rhodes and Prince Davis each hit with technicals for Wheeler.
Okay.
Jarrett Jones, 2 fouls. Allen Breed, 2 fouls. Roscoe Eastman, 2 fouls. Sam Hines, 2 fouls. And a timeout here now with 7:18 to go. This one taken by the McEachern Indians, and Mike Thompson is highly upset. But yes, that is the story on Isaac Okoro. And remember, a technical foul counts as a personal foul, so that's why he has 3.
Even though he has 3, would you have not started him to begin the third quarter?
I'm going to say no. Why? Because I'm up. I can steal me some minutes.
Okay. It's a close game here. You're playing on the road.
2 possessions.
In a packed house environment. If Wheeler goes on any kind of run here, will it be too late? That's the question that you got to ask yourself as a coach.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk that 4th foul too early though.
For sure.
Especially with this crew.
He's a senior though. Can you go and tell him to go in there and play smart?
Coach DeBarry, let me tell you something. This crew, I don't trust this crew.
What whistle is he on right now?
Because trust me, the coaches know. The coaches know. Both coaches, they know this crew, man. You know this crew.
I'm sure they know.
So I just bide my time. I steal me some minutes. Hines dumps it off the Rose. Rose goes up and scores. Malachi Rose.
As you can see, they're so thin on the front line without Okoro in the game, though.
And that's going to be a problem maybe all season for McEachern. But the funny thing about it is, if they were to play Meadow Creek, it would be the same way. A block shot. Hines sends it away. Here comes Burns. Burns up, and it was bothered and blocked by McElroy, and a foul call. Foul called on Quentin McElroy.
I love the move by Coach Thompson, giving Kenny Burns the respect of starting him in the second half because of the way that he's conducted himself and all the energy that he's brought to the court today.
Instead of Khalil Hardison. So there's the answer to your question. He stole 1 minute and 15 seconds for Isaac Okoro.
In that time period, now it's going to end up being a 3-point game, though. So that's the risk reward that you're talking about.
4-point game. But I also look at this. Look at the amount of rest he got. No good. Rebound comes off.
That could have been a big putback by Kenny Burns if he could have got that one to fall.
34-30. Okoro drives and scores his first field goal since the first quarter. 36 now to 30.
Great execution on the after timeout play or after the free throw play. Hines with a nice drive to the basket. Good to see him get on the board. Wheeler will need him to have an impact on the game tonight if they want to win.
And he's been that X factor for them. That's his second field goal of the contest. He has 4 points. Cooper goes around the screen. There's Jones, spins it back to Breed. Breed looks down, gives it to Okoro, worked on by Hines. Back to the basket, turns, passes out to Breed. Charles Smith closed out on him. He attacks and a foul call.
Unnecessary foul. He drove into a crowd right there. That would have been a difficult shot attempt. I think both guys should have just had their hands up in the air and just made him make a play.
Charles Smith, the fourth hit with the foul, his second. It'll be baseline out of bounds. 2-1 the foul count, 2 to McEachern, 1. Jones off the inbound, no, couldn't get the bunny to go, and Breed lost it underneath. Cooper comes back out with it to Okoro. Okoro catches to the mid-block, got him up in the air, goes up, count it, and the foul, Isaac Okoro, and 1.
I know this is a scary statement, but is he not an underrated player?
Yes.
It's hard to say that when the kid's nationally ranked, he's going to Auburn, but I think he's underrated. I think the kid is really good.
You know what it is, Coach? I don't think he has a lot of flash. He's got a lot of substance, and I think playing beside Cooper kind of takes some of that, not in a negative way.
No question.
But I think ever since Okoro, he's just a head-down player, and he's not going to go pop out and look up and you got 35 and 40 points. He'll wind up 17 points, 9 boards, and a couple defensive stops. Drive up, and it's tipped away. He held, air quotes, Anthony Edwards to 30 points while scoring 17 himself.
And he usually does it on being really, really efficient because he doesn't take a lot of shots or even a lot of bad shots at all.
Cooper spinning and lost it. Smith gets it to Rhodes. Rhodes skips it up ahead. Now here comes Eastmond. Eastmond to the foul line. Hesitate. Pulled back. Open a 3. Kenny Burns. Air ball. No. Tipped up. And it comes back out to Sharife Cooper. Cooper surveys up ahead to McElroy. McElroy couldn't field it cleanly. I want to put a national spin on this right now. McEachern and Wheeler, with the state of these two teams in this gymnasium, Coach, it's as good as Morgan Park versus Simeon.
I don't know if people understand the comparison that you just made, but those are 2 elite teams from that area, and these are 2 elite teams from this area. What a great crowd here tonight, though.
Outstanding. Wonderful.
I just got a text. There's 4 major events going on in the city right now. So to pack out a gym with 4 events going on is very, very impressive. Shows you the level of this tournament, shows you the level of these 2 teams.
Lake Point had a showcase up there today. By the way, Brendan Tucker went for 30 again today.
I heard, which doesn't surprise me. He is in attack mode right now.
Man, 66 points in the last 2 games. Archer had an event there, the Gwinnett Daily Post, and then Upson Lee came up. Oh, give me that! Don't you ever try it again! McElroy tried to throw some kind of alley-oop up to Jones, and Sam Howell, Malachi Rose just threw it into the first row.
I don't know if I'm right on this, but were you a junk talker when you played?
Was I what?
A junk talker when you played. Because every time somebody blocks a shot, I feel like you blocked the shot.
Okay. It's a lot. We were talking about it on the earlier broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, about losing and playing pickup ball.
Yes, we were.
I don't like to sit down playing pickup ball.
Okay, me either.
I'm 5'10" on a good day. I get a block shot on somebody better than me. Yeah, ain't nothing better. I love defense, though.
There's a love to win.
Yeah, love defense, man.
But if you block a shot in the gym right now, everybody going to know about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Get that shot out of here.
Yeah, it won't be shot, though, that's coming out. I tell you that much.
This is a family show.
It is, but they used to. Look, I just said get that shot out of here one day, and I got 100 tweets about it. So it just happened.
I like it, too.
Up ahead, just like you in the hot sauce over here. This stuff, that I didn't make it up. It just came out. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we will get 4 threes from anybody tonight. Sharife Cooper is probably our best hope. Maybe Kenny Burns.
No, McElroy or Breed.
Okay.
Davis, but you know what? There have not been 4 threes combined in the game.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
McElroy 3, Breed has a 3, and Davis.
Sharife Cooper made 1.
A 3, yeah. No, Sharife has not made a 3.
That was a 2 he made, a long 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Free throw in and good by Roscoe Eastmond. 39-33, 3:56 to go, third quarter. Malachi Rose getting attended to here by one of the Coach Larry Thompson and took the jacket off.
He took it off early in the second half, early to begin this half.
Free throw.
We got a ball game right here. Wheeler is 1 run away from taking control of this game right here.
And there's all night to play. Cooper goes around the screen now, gives it to Jones. Jones catches, goes up off the window, tried to go soft. No, they fight for the rebound. Hines gets it. I don't like that. That'll be the 3rd foul on Jarrett Jones.
And that's the 2nd or 3rd attempt right at the rim that Jarrett Jones has missed. And he's been great on the defensive end. But if he wants to have a good career in the Big Ten level, he has to learn to make drop-off finishes around the rim.
And it's not that I don't like that because it's his 3rd foul. I thought you could have let that go.
Yeah.
Here comes Eastmond off the screen. Eastmond pulls a three. Front iron, no. Cooper gets a rebound out of the guard spot. Instead of pushing it, he's going to take his time. 3.5 to go. Crossing the timeline. Coach Thompson calls out the set. Mike Thompson. It's such a heated rivalry. Both coaches have the same last name.
That's when you know it's a rivalry.
Mike Thompson of McEachern in his 11th season. Larry Thompson in his 2nd season with Wheeler. McElroy gonna go baseline. Oh, nice beautiful Euro step. What?
That's a big time move.
You know how it's a big time move? The ref wasn't ready for it. That's a beautiful Euro step they call traveling. Smith, the 4th, a 3. No, rebound to McElroy. Long lead pass out to Cooper. Here comes Smith chasing him down. Goes behind the back. Okoro who dunked it home. Now let's talk about awareness. He knew Smith was coming, Coach, and he knew he had Okoro running with him.
And he's played with Smith, so he knows Smith is one of the electric jumpers off the left foot in transition. So slowed down, under control, gave it to his big-time athlete, and let him finish with a two-hand dunk.
Eastman shot front iron, no. Cooper's got the rebound. He's got his head up. He's got McElroy in the corner. He's going to drive, take some contact, and a foul. Good job by Sharife Cooper drawing the contact. He'll go to the free throw line. He's had a very positive day at the stripe. He's 3 of 3. 4 of 4, excuse me.
And that's probably one of the best things he does. He knows how to draw fouls and get to the free throw line, even if he's not going to get an attempt up. I'm assuming he's a high 80, low 90s guy at the free throw line.
Yeah, mid-80s, 82, 83%. There's a free throw strip to that good. Has not missed one today. That's his first point here in the second half. And it's 42-34, and the lead is beginning to inch on out there again. It's at the 8. Sam Hines is out. Prince Davis is in for the Wheeler Wildcats. Khalil Hardison also in now for Wheeler.
When McEachern has had their full complement of players in, they've dominated the game.
So are you trying to say they might not be as deep as they once were?
It's not looking like it tonight, but fortunately for them, their top 5 or 6 are really good, so they just have to find a way to keep those guys in the game.
Drive, Malachi had it stolen by Jones. Jones and Okoro both on the floor playing with 3 fouls. Jones drives, he walked, coming down the lane, Jared Jones. They go to City of Palms next week, and that bracket they're playing in, man, is it something special. They got Miami Christian,
who I think has really good guard play. I don't know how much size and athleticism they have. That's going to be McEachern's downfall in a high-level national tournament. If you play against a team that has 2 bigs or 1 big and Jared Jones gets in foul trouble, they don't really have any answers after him size-wise.
There's an official timeout. I'm not sure what the issue is.
He's hurt.
He's hurt?
He's hurt. Look at him. Yeah, he pulled a muscle or something.
Oh, yes.
It might be his Achilles or his hamstring. He pulled a hammy.
So they go down a ref. Yeah, he's holding his calf and limps off. I never like to see anybody hurt. I hope he's okay.
I hate to see that.
He's the ref I was getting on. I hope he's okay. Official timeout for an injury with 2:12 to go. Now there's another ref over here eating dinner. Somebody go get him. He just finished the game. There's a whole table of refs sitting in here.
Just relaxing and chilling like nothing's going on.
Now they're gonna ask them if they're okay to go with 2. Hold on.
We do everything out here. We get referees. We call the game. We do it all. SUVtv.
I didn't see the injury happen. So are they going to go with 2? I don't know if you can go with 2. I think they're going to give the refs time to get another ref because there are multiple refs in the building. So I think that's what's going to happen. 2:12 to go, 43-34. We'll take this time out right here at SUVtv.
Toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson. Trent off balance. Jr. Oh my goodness. That's how you end the game, folks.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pen location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all 364 days a year is not just a credo. It's our soul.
Heels or flats?
Heels.
Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
We return to action with 3 refs. That was an interesting conversation down there on the court, boy, I tell you.
Sounds like they think he might have popped his hamstring.
Yeah, that's the talk.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Okoro dunk! Offensive foul.
Yeah, Jared Jones got in the way and impeded the progress of Malachi Rhodes in transition right there. But what an explosive athletic play by Isaac Okoro, and we've seen that 3 or 4 times by him tonight.
That's 4 fouls on Jared Jones.
Yeah, they got to get him out the game. So now they're back to that completely undersized lineup. Will Wheeler take advantage of it? This is what happened to them in the second quarter when Wheeler was able to make a run.
Yeah, I just found out that Upson Lee won game number 72 in a row.
Unbelievable.
When you're Joe Hillsman, you got to take something on the chin. Thomaston, Georgia is letting me know about it. I'm going to tell y'all something about me now. If I dish it, I can take it. Trust me. This is my 10th year this thing.
I hope y'all hear the inflection in his voice. He said it with his chest.
43-34. I'm glad you went into Norcross and beat Langston Hughes. Good. Who else you gonna play? Now here comes Breed at the top to Charles Smith, the fourth. Gives it over to Okoro. Oh, you said I was glad I stayed at home. I wasn't at home. Oh, they got funny. Wheeler is my home gym. Okay, all right, because McEachern, all right. All right. Back to action here, 65 seconds to go. I love basketball. I love it. Welcome to my world, Darryl.
I'm enjoying it.
Gonna make you go back to coaching. 3 ball, no good by Breed. Tip, Eastmond chased it down in the corner. They could trap him. He gives it over to Malachi Rose with 46 seconds. Gets it up ahead to Hardison. Hardison now over to Prince Davis. Now he gives it back to Charles Smith, the fourth. Gonna come and get the screen from Malachi Rose. Doesn't use it. Now walks into a three-pointer. In and out, no. Tipped by Davis, no. Davis up and in, scores Prince Davis.
You see the difference when you don't have Jared Jones in the game and Isaac Okoro is down there by himself rebounding. They're just too small and too thin on the front line.
There's a drive, Sharife Cooper. Just too much. Baseline score.
Why won't they just double Sharife Cooper and make somebody else beat him?
9-point game. On the floor, Rhodes dunk.
10 seconds. How are they going to finish the quarter? Got to keep the ball out of Sharife Cooper's hands. He's going to the basket.
Cooper, sidestep. Oh, a flip reverse. No. Rebound. He got it in the paint. Could not get it off. We go to the fourth quarter.
No, we don't.
They called a foul?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's the second time at the end of the quarter Sharife has gotten a call.
He has a knack for that. He's going to find a way to get to the basket, but he's grabbing his calf.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. He's already got a wrap on it, and now I'm trying to believe that that's not for fashion.
They can't afford to have him out of the game. He's the engine that makes them go. If he does come out, which I hope he doesn't, Isaac Okoro has to pick it up on the offensive end. Or Breed.
Breed. I would look for Breed also. Breed with 7 points. Okoro, 2, 4, 6. So he has 14. But Sharife Cooper is going to the free throw line. He is 6 of 6 on the day. 20 points in the game. 20 of the 45. He's getting some extra time. I think they're trying to put time back on the clock. That's why Sharife is out walking it off. This timeout brought to you by the Oaks Course. Attention all golfers, experience the Oaks Course in Covington, Georgia, home of superb greens and friendly tees. The Oaks Course is open every day except Christmas and is located at 11240 Brown Bridge Road, Covington, Georgia. Visit www.golfoaks.com or call 770-786-3801. Mention SUVtv for $5 off of your next round. Cooper hit that first free throw. He'll get another one. They adjust the time and put 1 second back on the clock. Free throw. Good. They're giving him 3 free throws?
First free throw didn't count.
Oh.
They blew the whistle before he shot it.
Yeah, he's in a rhythm now. Coach Darryl Libero having my back. 47-38. Rhodes heave. No. Now we are at the end of the third quarter. The McEachern Indians hold a 47-38 lead over the Wheeler Wildcats. The fourth and final frame is next on SUVtv.
Heels or flats?
Heels.
Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
We welcome you back inside Wildcat Arena. Joe Hillsman, Darrell LeBerry, glad that you're with us. 47-38. Drive up, no. Wheeler all in white, white tops, white bottoms. Hardison, Kelly, Davis, Eastman, and Smith the fourth started for Wheeler. For McEachern, it is McElroy, Cooper, Okoro, Breed, and Demetrius Davis. Now here comes Jared Bush racing to the scorer's table. Free throw up by Eastman is good.
Wheeler did not take advantage of that late third quarter surge that they should have had when McEachern had to take Jared Jones out the game, and they had a unorthodox lineup in that was very small. They're going to have to take advantage of this early in the fourth quarter. This game will get away from them.
Eastman missed it, and now here comes Sharife Cooper. Once again, Graham, I give you grief. I never want to see anyone get hurt.
Diagonal screen for Okoro.
Oh, yeah, Okoro drives and cut and was fouled. That will be on Nash Kelly.
Second time they ran this play this half. Earlier with Sam Hines, who got beat on it. You got to know you can't let your man face cut you and get in between you and the rim. And then we also got to have a chuck by the defender whose offensive player is screening. So that's Roscoe Eastmond in that case.
One more free throw coming up for Okoro. Rolled in good. He made them both. He has 16 in the contest. 49-39, 10-point lead.
Okoro has a quiet 16, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, but it's because he had 7 of them in that first quarter. Spins it over. Here's Hardison. Step back. A three. Hardison, no. Rebound to Okoro. Gets it up ahead now, and here's Jared Bush. Bush now gives it off to Cooper. Cooper picked up by Eastman in the corner. Now stops, looks, and a cross-court pass. Open. Davis, a three ball. No. Rebound, hit the floor. Cooper got the board. And a foul call on Sharife Cooper. We had Roscoe Eastman.
Late call, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And it's the 1-and-1. Both teams now shooting free throws the remainder of the way. We had Roscoe Eastman in on the Georgia Hoop Circle, just talking about his maturation and his entire game and where he's been. And, man, has he really turned it on. 22 points last night in the loss to Buford. He's stepping up to the free throw line now. He's got 8, 10, 11 in this contest, and he is 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
He might be one of the most improved players in the state.
Oh, indeed. No good. Front end 1-on-1. Rebound comes off, and here's Okoro. 10-point McEachern lead. Here comes Cooper turning on the Jets, flying in. Layup good, Sharife Cooper.
He just has a knack for going full speed and still having the body control to finish at different angles in transition.
Spinning Kelly in the corner to Davis. Davis to the top to Eastman. Eastman now going to hesitate, drives, spits it over to the corner. Offensive foul called on Roscoe Eastman.
Kenny Burns back in. Sam Hines and Malachi Rose just haven't had the impact in the last 2 nights. And those, to me, I know everybody talks about the other guys, but to me, they're the key cogs that makes Wheeler what they are.
Or Charles Smith IV, as he takes a seat, only 4 points in this contest. He only finished with 10 last night. Has been a little ill. Too much Sharife Cooper, though. Coop turning it on and driving and scoring off the window. The lead balloons out to 14 now. Wheeler led 2-0, and they haven't seen the lead since. Eastman with a steal and lay, and, man, it was beautiful. Cooper lost it, picked up by Okoro, the Breed. And I think sometimes, too, with Breed, he has that ability to score, but unless you just absolutely give him the green light, I hadn't seen him turn it on.
He does. And is that a case of he really doesn't have that inside of him, or is that playing with Sharife Cooper and playing with Isaac Okoro?
See, I really can't say. I mean, I saw what I saw during the travel season.
Yeah. Where the defense isn't quite as intense or quite as organized.
You know, he's got 7 points today, and I don't feel like he's rushed anything. I think all 7 of those points he came and gotten in the floor of the offense. 6:05. Kenny Burns puts it on the floor. Burns going to drive. Now gives it over to Hines. Hines, one dribble to the left elbow. Here comes Malachi Rose. Malachi goes in. It's up, no good. He got his own board. Puts it up and in and good. Okoro, you can tell, doesn't want to pick up that 4th foul.
They're too small. Malachi Rose has to make his presence felt. How do you feel about this comparison? Sharife Cooper reminds me a lot of Tony Parker in the fact that he gets to the paint and scores a lot of his baskets at the rim, and he's a smaller guard.
I would say that's a good comparison. I think Tony Parker with that dynamic floater. I think 3-ball good by Isaac Okoro. Do you think, though, Tony Parker would have been able to get to the hoop like that in the 90s? That's my only thing. I'm going to show my age a little bit there. I think Coop takes a little bit more contact. I saw Kyle Sturtevant and Norcross run him out of the gym last year.
They ran him out of the gym. God, that was unreal.
And I don't know if that made him stronger. There's a drive of Okoro. He goes up looking for the foul and will not get it.
Isaac Okoro with a big-time 3 off the dribble in the possession before. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, he's a jump shot away from being a pro. If Isaac Okoro gets to the point where he can consistently, I'm not saying shoot 40 from 3. If he can shoot 35 from 3, he can be a pro.
Here comes Eastman into the full court. 13-point game, a 3-ball, no good. Okoro gets the rebound. Here comes Jared Bush. Bush, a valuable backup. He had good minutes on the travel circuit as well. Coop drives. There's the contact there and the foul. I don't know, Coach. I understand and I'm speaking NBA because it trickles down. I understand how the game is not as physical. For
sure, because they want to see points. That's what they think the fans want to see, and that's what they think they're paying to come watch.
I remember seeing physical games get into 117s and 120s in the 80s.
To me, it's not even about that. I just want to see good basketball.
Exactly. I don't really care what the score is because, I mean, we talk about Jordan and the Utah. I mean, nobody scored 100 in those finals.
They were tackling Jordan when he went to the rim. Tackling him physically.
I don't want to see that, but I don't want to see – everything isn't a foul.
Yeah, you don't want to see every time they put their hand on them, they call foul.
Yeah, you got to be able to play through something, you know. And I think now with each contact – how do I want to say this? I want to be very delicate in how I say it. I think players now know that the whistle is going to come on contact. So if it doesn't come, they're not used to playing through it.
Hey, no question about it. And it trickles down, like you said. But I think that's a society issue.
And then I can go with you on that one. Because it's almost like if you're the offensive player, you can initiate the contact.
And still get the call every single time. Okay.
But if you don't initiate the contact and there's contact, you instantly think it's a foul.
Automatically.
No. Just play through it a little bit, but I think you said something big there with society. Yeah, that's a key component too.
Well, I mean, not to get too deep, but anytime anyone gets into any type of adversity situation now, they just leave or transfer or just move on to the next thing. They don't fight through anything. So I know it's something as simple as a foul. People might not have a direct correlation to that, but I think it all blends and goes together.
And I could occur with that. Free throw, good. I think sometimes though, and you know this more than I do, you only have a limited amount of years. And you want to try and maximize what you can out of those years. And if you feel that situation isn't working well for you, if it's a situation where you're competitively challenged and you're running from the competitive situation, yeah, I got a problem with that.
Okay.
But if there's a situation where you just don't fit there, yeah, go somewhere else.
Don't put a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly.
Well, again, and I've dated myself multiple times throughout today. Back in the day when you were a freshman and you went to college, you had guys that played ahead of you that were more experienced, more seasoned, tougher. They might not have been better than you, but they kind of understood how to win, and you didn't quite understand how to win. And leaving wasn't an option back then. Your parents weren't okay with it. You internally weren't okay with it, and it made you better as a player and as a man as you moved on, or a woman as you moved on in your life. So what my biggest concern is not really the basketball aspect.
Understood.
It's when adversity hits these kids later on in life, how are they going to face it? Because what they did earlier in life was just run and go to a different situation.
I like the way you put that. There's a timeout, 4:14 to go, 59-45. Joel Hilsman, Darryl LeBarry here with you. Our second day working together, and you guys know on SUV, I love to pick my new partners and my coaches. But I think you made a very good point there. And we talked about it on another broadcast. I'll bring it into this broadcast about pickup ball. you know, we go to the gym and the old guys are playing. You know, I don't know where you played it, but always used to be, if there was 2 courts, there was one main court you wanted to play on.
The winning court.
And then there was the other court. And you wanted to win on the small court to get to the big court.
You had to get a win on the small court didn't even mean as much.
Yeah, you had to earn your way to the big court.
Exactly.
I don't think it's that much of it. And I'm not knocking anybody when I say this. I know trainers and programs and workouts and all of that. But
that's a whole nother conversation.
But sometimes it's good to get in the gym and just straight play pickup
and
ball.
grind.
Go hard.
Well, I'm okay with the training if you're playing as well.
Understood.
And I don't think you should do one or the other. I actually wish my era would have trained as well as playing.
Yes.
Because I think I could have been a better player personally.
Isn't that funny how we played a lot and didn't train as much?
We didn't train at all. I didn't train at all.
Now they train and don't play. So, it's just that dynamic, that hunger balance. Yes. Because I'm not envious of any young man now. Trust me. When was it that you get all of this high school basketball on SUVtv? 3 ball is good from Kenny Burns. And I'll say this to you, Coach LeBear. A lot of people enjoy my work, and I'm glad they do. And I always tell people I try to put as much into it as the players on the court do to winning.
Because it means something.
Exactly. It's got to. 4:08 to go.
Kenny Burns knocked down a big 3 right there. He's had 3 or 4 of them where he's had those similar kind of looks. He unfortunately hadn't been able to knock him down. It was good to see one go down for him. Maybe that can spark him and his Wheeler Wildcats.
We've called Kenny Burns' name quite a bit. He only has 8 points, but he's kind of been all over the place, affecting the game in multiple ways.
He's been impactful on the court, on both ends of the court.
Inbound Okoro now to Cooper.
Now this is Wheeler's small lineup. They played a lot against Buford last night. They haven't played it as much in this game where they're going 5 guards. They're going to play a little up-tempo and try to speed the pace up, force some turnovers.
Now, just as soon as you said that, here comes Rose, Smith, and Hines. And the way they came to the scorer's table is like they want to make a push. 4:02 to go, excuse me. 12-point game.
If there was ever a time to make a push, it's now. This is the little 3-point play they run for Kenny Burns. He didn't force it, though.
Floated, no. Rhodes, no. Rebound comes off to Hines. Hines drives up, shot short. Man, missing bunnies in the paint. Rebound comes off and a foul call that'll be on Kenny Burns.
They got to take advantage. They had 3 or 4 looks right at the basket.
No, you know what this is? This is offense for defense substitution, what Coach Larry Thompson is doing.
He thinks that small group could create a little bit more havoc on the defensive end. But it's gonna be free throws, so he left the offensive group in right now.
3:45 to go, 60-48.
Bush is a solid backup for a high school player.
Bush would be starting anywhere else in the state. I'm gonna just be frank with you. Free throw good.
Comes in and plays with poise. He knows who he is as a player. He knows his niche. Plays with confidence, has a little speed and pace to his game. I like him.
Back iron, no good. Split the free throws, rebound off to Malachi Rhodes with 3:40 to go. Eastman now hands it over, and here is Kenny Burns. Kenny Burns now gives it over to Malachi Rhodes. He's worked on defensively by Jarrett Jones, who's back in with 3 fouls. Check it, 4 fouls. 3.5 to go. 13-point game. Wheeler led briefly in the early beginning. We've only had 1 lead change, I believe. It could have been 2. Turnover, a steal.
Careless turnover right there in a big possession. Now they're trapping. Got to get the ball out of Sharife Cooper's hands and make somebody else beat you.
Kick it across now. Okoro now gives it to Breed. Wildcat Arena beginning to empty out now. Jones catch layup. Good. Jared Jones, his first field goal, believe it or not.
And that's all we're asking Jared to do. We don't want him to do anything special. Just catch the ball and finish.
63-45. Deuce back by the Wheeler Wildcats. Breed, a pass into the middle. Cooper is still able to get it. Cooper drives, and now will probe and give it over to Bush. Bush will keep it in the left corner, spin it back out to Breed, and they'll try and work some clock. They give it to Cooper. Cooper, long cross-court pass to Jones, who goes up and lays it in.
Those 2 simple catch and finish plays for him were good for his confidence and good for McEachern at this time when every basket is important as they try to separate a little bit.
Eastman floats. Short free throws coming up for Roscoe Eastmond.
Looks like the Wheeler faithful aren't feeling good about the score right now. Got a lot of people emptying out the arena, but still had an excellent night of hoops in this Tournament of Champions. I've really enjoyed myself, and I still think we got ball game left to play. We still got 2:15 left. He can make this free throw right here to turn it 13. We're going back to the small group. We'll get a little bit of pressure here. Anything can happen. I've seen crazier things before, and I'm sure you have, Joe.
Yeah, I've seen it in this gym, in this very building, in this very seat. Free throw rolled in good by Roscoe Eastmond.
He's so poised and patient with that ball. His calf is really hurting, though. They're going to have to take him out of the game.
Yeah, he just
fell
fell
around
down
on the floor. Referee saved him because that was about to be a turnover.
Yeah, and really, Coach Thompson was trying to decide whether to call a timeout there. The calf has been bothering him since, what, early third quarter? No, late second quarter.
Late second quarter. And I know you want to win the game, but should we have tried to rest him? We talked about resting Okoro earlier. He might have been the guy you wanted to rest and not put the pressure on his calf, because now you're going to the tournament, well, now you're going down to
City of Palms.
City of Palms without your stud. And that's a bad tournament to go to without your stud.
And so I think right now, 202, 13-point game.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah,
if it's just a cramp, then we're okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Usually guys try to get up and walk a cramp off a little bit, so we'll find out in the next 30 seconds. So if he doesn't get up and start walking.
Do you see the gamesmanship going on at midcourt?
Wheeler guys were huddled up, and a couple of the McEachern guys came over and got in the huddle. That was one of my tactics. I love to do that. Guys hate that when you get in their huddle.
I had to look over here at my producer, Ebony Liggins, and we had to check on her all day. Our first time working on her. She been over here playing with these toys. I hadn't seen what she's been showing you, because in the purchase, a little different.
Much different setup.
Wildcat Arena continuing to foul out. They started fouling out a little earlier than I mentioned it, or that coach mentioned it. I was trying to let that clock bleed a little bit. 65-52.
But with 2 minutes left and Sharife out of the game, your main primary ball handler, and your small, aggressive group in, anything can happen. 2 or 3 turnovers right now, anything can happen.
Look, you see what's happening, right?
Uh-oh, now we're going deep into the bench to guys that I don't even have on my roster.
There was a change. I think this is Noah Green. Noah Green checking into the contest. No, that's not Noah
Demetrius
Green.
Davis?
No, Demetrius switched to 0.
Look what I told you.
Yeah, Roscoe East.
This is going to be a struggle. These last 2 minutes are going to be a struggle without Sharife in the game. I'm telling you.
But now he walks back up to the scorer's table.
Back tip.
Bush gives it over to McElroy. They're going to try and play keeper on it.
If they don't turn it over here, they get to the free throw line, I would not put Sharife back in.
Hardison comes away with the steal. Hardison down to Charles Smith. Flying, he walked out of the gym.
I wouldn't put Sharife back in.
I would not either. I would not.
Unless it's a cramp. So we don't have all the information, so we're not exactly sure what's going on.
If it's just a cramp, yeah, maybe. But still, I still think right here, it's a learning situation, though.
Yeah.
You're up 11, opportunity. You know, you might have to spell him at points later on.
And this might be good for Isaac Okoro's maturation. He's got to be able to handle the ball a little bit in these situations.
Coop has it. Coop going to take it, go baseline, dump it off. I'm going to handle that maturation for you, coach. A slam dunk. 67-54, 75 seconds.
What was impressive about that play was the intelligence and maturity of Sharife. He comes in the game, he doesn't try to get the ball and beat you full court. He stands down in the corner so he doesn't exert a lot of energy, catches it under control, drives to the paint, drops it off to his athletic stud, finishes the play, and he had a little bit of something to say to the other team.
Look at Coach Thompson. He walks down the bench smiling. Now he's going to look to make some substitutions. Going to send Brandon Sparks in maybe. No, free throw came out. He told Sparks to go to the scorer's table, but now he came back. Not sure why.
Wheeler ball. I think he wanted to put Brandon Sparks in for offense. They're on defense still.
Kelly. Smith, the fourth, a 3. No. Foul on the back on Kelly, and Okoro will come down now and shoot free throws.
Charles Smith has not made a 3, or maybe made 1 3 last night in the last 2 nights, which is very unlike him. One of the purest shooting strokes in the state of Georgia. and hopefully he gets some rest over the next week or so, gets back well, and we can see the Charles Smith that we've all grown to know and love.
6 points in the contest. Here's Okoro at the free throw line. Okoro free throw is good. He is 5 of 6 from the free throw line today. Here's Isaac Okoro. Another free throw coming up. Good. Well, he scored in 3 of the 4 quarters. 69-56. Under a minute to go, fourth quarter. 3 ball is off, and Okoro gets the rebound. Okoro to McElroy, and a foul in the backcourt.
I would like to see Okoro grab that defensive rebound and not be in such a hurry to give it up. Take 2 or 3 dribbles and then, you know, make a read and a decision from there. Because I think if he wants to play, continue to play at the next level, he's going to have to be a guy that can ball handle and make some plays off the dribble. How do you feel about that?
I concur, especially playing at the 2 or maybe the 3. Free throw is good from Okoro.
And I don't want to call this an issue, but that's probably one of that's not a benefit of playing with such a unbelievable ball handler as Sharife Cooper. You get complacent with your ball handling ability.
Very, very true. I concur with that as well. Oh, Roscoe Eastmond, a little wizardry. Roscoe Eastmond just night after night, man, is just doing it for Wheeler. 70-58, full-time out call with 46 seconds.
This Wheeler ball club, they've proven to us the last couple nights that they're going to fight all the way to the end. Game was a 14-point game. He makes an aggressive play to the rim, scores that they call timeout. They're still preparing for situations later on in the year.
Nothing like game action, too, to prepare for. Remember, the 17th annual Premier Health Flying to the Hoop Invitational tips off on SUVtv on January the 18th through the 21st, 2019. Catch some of the country's best teams and players in this top-ranked showcase hosted in Dayton, Ohio. Watch all 20 games live and on demand on SUVtv and visit flyingtothehoop.com. Joel Hilsman, Darryl LeBerry, glad that you're with us. The 6th and final game of the Tournament Champion Showcase, and man, was it a showcase. Cooper drives and is fouled by Nash Kelly. Cooper with reckless abandon.
How good is he with that ball in his hands, man?
Wizardry.
And not to say that we don't have good ball handlers down in the South, but everybody knows that the guys up north play with the ball in their hands a little bit more, have a little bit slicker handles and can do different things with the ball, get to the rim, and he definitely has that feel as you watch him play.
A little New Jersey in him. Little Jersey boy.
His daddy lets you know that he's all New Jersey.
Like that Hato in Georgia, huh? 70-58.
I'm a Georgia boy to my heart, and I couldn't handle it, but I can score it. I put that thing in the hole. It's not going to look as pretty as Sharife Cooper, but I'm going to score at the same rate.
Look, I tell boy, I got to add Coach Lou. I ain't had the best handles either, but, man, give me a pin down. Watch what's finna happen. I'm finna let that thing
Let me get a flex cut and watch what happens.
I'm finna let it fly. Eastman scores. Again, Roscoe Eastman, a big fourth quarter.
Then he might have drawn a foul right here. Does he get free throws off of that, or is that a player control and he'll be taking the ball out of bounds?
Eastman has 20, and someone just fouled out. 5 fouls. Who just fouled out? Coop just fouled out.
That was him when they called the foul on.
So now here comes Sparks into the contest. Braden Sparks.
Yeah, he didn't even know. He needed to rest anyway.
Yeah.
The best thing that could have happened.
Cooper has fouled out of the contest. What a night for Sharife. .30
ball in a big-time scenario. Battle of the 2 best Cobb County teams.
Now, you just made some Pebblebrook folks upset.
I already knew. As soon as it came out my mouth, I said, uh-oh. I'm going to get tweeted at by the Pebblebrook fans.
Inbound to Braden Sparks, a freshman now off the bench, and he's fouled with 22 seconds to go. So he'll get to come down the court and shoot 2 free throws. Kale is improved in Cobb County. Alatuna is feeling pretty good in Cobb County.
Pebblebrook, y'all have plenty of time this season to prove me wrong.
Yeah, they're going to get on you, though, because you just sat here and watched them in person.
Historically, let me change my statement. Historically, McEachern and Wheeler have been two of the powerhouse programs in Cobb County.
Sparks is in the book. Free throw good. 73-60.
That might be politically correct, even though it's a little late.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Yeah, you're right.
Pebblebrook fans.
I just asked for forgiveness. It's okay. It's kind of like me and Ups and Leaf fans. Well, no, it ain't nothing like that.
No, they're not. I'm checking my Twitter feed right now. I'm okay. Your Twitter feed isn't looking good right now. Joe, what's my man's name that they put in the game early? He never went back in. Number 12, Isaiah.
Israel Palmer.
Israel Palmer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was Thompson just messing with him?
I don't know, man.
Because he could have put him back in now.
There you go. I don't know. Okoro at the free throw line was messing with Brandon Sparks, was sending him to the scorer's table and then telling him to come back. That's when he was messing with him. So Sparks came in, hit free throw. Somebody will hit with a technical. We have a free throw shooting parade going on.
Okoro padding the stats. How many does he have right now?
Okoro's, let's see, 1, 2.
Kenny Burns.
Kenny Burns with a dunk, 26 for Okoro.
That's a quiet 26. He just efficiently gets it done, man.
Up ahead to McElroy. There's your alley. There's your exclamation point.
And he found the cameraman as soon as he got done with it.
Right there, SUVtv, and that is your final, 77-62. It is the 5th straight win for the McEachern Indians over the Wheeler Wildcats. And we close the Tournament of Champions showcase in style with Isaac Okoro catching the alley-oop. Sharife Cooper with 30.
Exciting day at the Tournament of Champions. High-level coaching, high-level playing, excellent crowd participation. I think the broadcast was unbelievable. Obviously, I'm a little biased.
Of course.
Producer was unbelievable.
I know that's right.
Hope you guys had as good a time as we did.
77-62. McEachern improves to 5-0. Wheeler now loses back-to-back ball games, but they're going to be okay. They fall to 9-3. SUVtv is your home for high school basketball. And remember, watch SUVtv whenever and wherever you want. Streaming live and on demand on Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, Apple TV, and Android TV. You can also visit thesuvtv.com to watch full game broadcasts, replays, and select original content. Roscoe Eastmond led Wheeler in scoring. Let me check it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He had 20 to lead.
Back-to-back nights with 20-plus points.
Yep. All right. Until next time, we'd like to thank our entire crew. Ebony Liggins, baptized. Good, Coach Darrell LeBerry. Appreciate it, bro.
I had a great time, man. I hope you did as well.
Indeed.
The only thing I could have got was one more hot sauce to finish off the day.
You hang around, we will get it. I'm Joe Hillsman. We thank you, and we'll see you down the road right here at the SUVtv.com.